"You don't love me?" he asked, mock-wounded. "I love you more than fairy tales," I said, a ritual phrase that had long since replaced goodbye for us, and hung up the phone, throwing it into the back seat. It was time to get to work. The man tipped the valet, got into the car, and pulled away from the curb, merging into passing traffic. His snazzy red sports car stood out among the more workaday vehicles like a cardinal in a flock of pigeons. At least until he took the first corner and disappeared, leaving the reek of smoke and rotten oranges in his wake. The smell of magic can cut across almost anything else, and since every caster has their own magical taste, it also serves as a signature of sorts. The scent confirmed that I was following Simon Torquil, and not some paid double, which was good to know, except for the part where I'd lost the man. Swearing, I grabbed the pot of fairy ointment off the seat beside me and smeared it around my eyes until it started running down my cheeks. The car reappeared ahead of me in a hazy outline, like I was seeing it through water. "Won't be losing you again, you asshole," I muttered and pressed down on the gas. Don't look here spells are trickier than true invisibility. Simon's car was still there, and the drivers around him avoided it automatically, making him safer from traffic accidents than he would have been without the enchantment. People, mortal people, saw him, they just didn't acknowledge it. At the same time, anyone with a drop of fae blood couldn't see him without outside assistance. It was a nice piece of work. I might have admired it if it hadn't been interfering with my job. It was almost unfair. My own abilities barely extend to a few charms and parlor tricks, while the man in front of me was causing an entire city of humans to act like he wasn't even there. That's Faerie's genetic lottery for you. If you're a pureblood, you get it all. But if you're a changeling, well, I hope you have good luck with that. Simon turned the wrong way down a one-way street, taking advantage of the semi-invisibility I didn't share. Swearing again, I hauled my own car into a hard left, beginning a pacing maneuver along the next block. As long as I didn't hit any traffic lights, I'd be able to catch him at the other end. I wasn't going to let my liege down. Not today, not ever. I'm not that girl. Luck was with me, along with a working knowledge of the San Francisco streets. Simon's car shot back into view a quarter block up ahead. I eased off the gas, dropping back several cars to keep from rousing his suspicions. I needed Simon as relaxed as possible. There might be lives riding on it. 2 lives, to be specific. The wife and the daughter of my liege lord, Duke Sylvester Torquil, twin brother of the man I was following. They had vanished without a trace 3 days ago, from the middle of Sylvester's lands, where the security was so tight that nothing could have touched them. But something had, and all signs pointed to Simon. Even if Sylvester hadn't been my liege, I would have taken the case because of the people involved. Duchess Luna was one of the sweetest, most egalitarian women I'd ever known. And then there was their daughter, Raceline Acantha Torquil, also known as Racel. As the presumptive heir to one of the largest duchies in the Kingdom of the Mists, she could easily have grown up more spoiled than any human princess. Instead, she grew into the sort of little girl who's always up a tree or down a hole, a magnet for mud, queen of worms and frogs and crawling things. She laughed like she'd just invented laughter. She had her father's signal fire red hair. And, damn it, she had the right to grow up. Simon sped up. I did the same. As far as Cliff knew, I was working a standard abduction case, just another deadbeat dad who took off with the kid when he got the wrong end of the stick during divorce proceedings. My work for the courts had been dwindling since Jilly was born, but it was still there, and I'd had a lot of practice hiding it. Maintaining a business as a private investigator made it easier. I could explain almost anything by saying that I had to work, and a lot of the time it was the truth. It's just that sometimes my cases were more Brothers Grimm than Magnum P.I. You don't get knighted for nothing. It's a title you earn, either through long service or by having a